Well, hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Unlocked. I'm your host, Tracy Wilson. Awesome to be here with you guys today. Normally, I go live Mondays. Boy, I'm so mixed up with the days this week, and you'll kind of understand why in just a few minutes. I'm like, what the heck day is it today? It is Wednesday, so I normally go live Wednesdays and Fridays. And last Friday, I wasn't able to go live because unfortunately it was kind of one of those last minute things where I had to actually take my mum to the emergency room, and we got some stuff going on. And anyway, it's a little bit crazy in the world of Tracy Wilson at the moment with my poor old mum who's not very well at the minute. So we are, we're here today, and I've got some really exciting stuff to share with you guys. And, I know that collectively, when people send out lots of prayers and lots of love, that amazing things can happen. So today is going to be one of those days. Whoa, and I don't want to get emotional here either, where I'm going to ask you guys to do that. So if you can send lots of good vibes and stuff my mum's way, that would be amazing, and I would be forever grateful for you guys to do that. Anyhow, let's get the show on the road because I want to go down a path that's kind of positive and a little bit upbeat today. I want to share some exciting stuff with you guys. I get asked often, like, what are some of the tools that you use in your business? What are the tools that you've used in your businesses to kind of get them to the point where they work on autopilot? And if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a course creator, a creator of content, you're often looking for these tools that can actually make, life a whole lot easier. And that if you can, you try and get one tool that becomes kind of the central point of everything. And I'm lucky enough that over, the last 10 years of being in business, I've tried all sorts of stuff. I've done, I had team members on my team that have done a lot of the tasks. I've done a lot of stuff myself. I've used a whole lot of different products and services, and also lots and lots of tools. So I've tried, whatever the new thing out there is, I've tried them. And finally, through a lot of research and, in fact, a lot of hard work, I got to the point where I've got this one business tool that is doing so much for our team. It is just unbelievable. Now, I'm going to say a little bit of a disclaimer here. When I share it with you, I want you guys to know that it is actually my brand. So over the years, like I said, I tried lots of different things. I couldn't find one that worked particularly well for me. So what do you do in a situation like that? Well, you go and find something, or you create it, right? So that's what I ended up doing. And over the last, I suppose, about 10 to 12 months, the team has been working behind the scenes, putting together some major updates for the platform that we now use. And I'm going to reveal what that is very, very shortly. And if you guys hang around, I'm also going to give you guys a discount code, so you can also check it out, try it out for yourself, and have a bit of a play. But given that we're on video, I can also share with you some of the inside and the back of house of how this system works, so that you'll be able to see how amazing it is, and some of the cool stuff or the capability that this particular platform has. So like I said, I've been sort of searching for a long time. Some of you may know that I was actually an international ambassador for the brand ClickFunnels for a number of years. Love that platform too. But, as time went on, they removed a particular feature from it, which meant that I wasn't able to share my funnels and websites, etc., with other people as easily as I could have in the past. And that kind of sent me on this pathway to go and find something that I could create that would actually be affordable for people. So like I said, today you guys are going to actually see what this is, and I'll give you guys a discount code, as I mentioned, that you guys can actually have a bit of a play with. So let me tell you what it is. The brand is called Usability, and in fact, I think I might even be a bit fancy. I might even have something on here, boom, like this, that says it's a website and funnel builder that's makes it really easy for you to be able to build your funnels fast, and it's built for busy business owners. And like I said, I've got a discount code on the screen for you guys right now. So it's unlocked. So if you head on over to Usability, spelt Usability.com, you will be able to get yourself a free trial of Usability, be able to start working on your websites and funnels and you'll be able to get yourself a 15% discount if you use that discount code. So let me share with you some of the cool stuff that this particular platform has. So like I mentioned, I've tried lots and lots of different programs in the past. Some of them used to do bits and pieces of what I'm about to show you now, but this particular platform kind of has the vast majority of our business is actually run on this. So all of our shows get uploaded onto our websites, which are all built using Usability. We have all of our funnels, sales funnels set up in there. And also we use it for all of our membership areas. So like I mentioned, if you're a course creator, you're a coach, consultant, service provider, local business, and you need a website and or you want to be selling your products and or services by using funnels, this is a fantastic tool for you to have in your toolbox that's actually affordable. So I want to know from you guys, like, would you actually, given this is a live show and it's video, I can share my screen and I can actually show you guys some stuff. Would you like to see the inside of Usability and how it actually works, and what this is actually going to, what it would look like and some of the capabilities that it has? And then, like I said, I'm going to reveal something pretty awesome that was just released last night that is now available also inside of the Usability tool. And I'm going to tell you that this tool has actually, I'm going to say, made me cancel about 5 other different tools that we used to have to use to piece together all the different components that we now do inside of one tool. So now you're probably saying, shush up, Trace, and just show us what this thing does and how, and what actually goes on with this. Okay, so Usability. Let me share my screen. I'm going to attempt to do this. So let's do it. All right, so share screen. Okay, and what I want you guys to know is that it's fast, right? So when you start building out your funnels and also your websites using Usability, you'll find, let me just get rid of that banner that's on there so we can see more of that screen. Let's do that. Boom, that's better. Okay. You're going to be able to just jump in here and start your free trial straight away. So you get 14 days. Why is that kind of cool? So I've set it up so that you guys can actually have the first 14 days for free. And that enables you to get in here, have a bit of a play around, and actually get your website finished and complete before you actually have to start paying anything. Most other platforms require you to pay, straight away, even if you are starting, you're trying to build out, you haven't even got it, you're not even able to make any money from it yet because you're still in the building phase. This is going to enable you to get stuck in, create your website, create your funnels, etc., and get going really, really quickly. So when you go to usability.com, you're going to head on over here, all right? And what you're going to do is you're going to click on this yellow button in the top right-hand corner. That's going to enable you to set up your Usability account for free, and that will enable you to have a play, like I said, for the first 14 days. Get your sales funnels, get your membership area, get your whatever it is that you want to get started, get it going straight away, and then you don't have to pay anything for the first 14 days or until you send it live. When you set up your account, the other cool thing is we don't require you to give us a credit card right from the get-go. So don't be afraid that, hey, after 14 days they're going to charge me. If you don't do anything with it beyond that 14 days, then obviously your site's not going to go live until such time as you make it live. So all you've got to do is come on over here, click on the 14-day free trial like so, and it's going to bring you here, and you're just going to set yourself up a new account and then submit. If you've already got an account, of course, you can just log in. Once you've done that, it's then going to bring you to this screen. Now, there are a whole bunch of different funnels and websites or templates already created for you. What's the beauty of this? Well, this means that you can pretty much just pick up one of these. So whenever I'm going and starting a new website or creating one for someone, I'm literally looking for what layout and design do I like. So as you can see up the top here, we've got all sorts of different genres and categories that you can click on. So if you're a photographer, you can click on photography, and there's some really awesome templates already set up in here for you. If you are in the real estate space, you can click on real estate. It's got a whole bunch of those. But again, any one of these templates would be suitable for any type of business, because what you want to look at here is the layout. Don't really worry too much about the design elements requirements of it just yet. Just look at the layout and go, hey, I quite like that one. So for example, if you were say you had a show like this and you were doing a podcast, we've actually got a template set up in here that actually is already created for that. We call this the Hive website. So to actually look at it and see whether or not I like this particular layout and design, all I've got to do is click on view, and it will actually show me what the design of the page will look like before I actually have to, before I decide that, hey, that's a template that I want. This particular one is set up and is optimized for those that have, that are maybe a coach or a consultant, and that you have some form of live show or podcast. You can just, you can embed your podcast directly onto this page. This particular one has got a whole lot of, home, about, free stuff, speakers kit, podcast and blog, and then your contact page. And again, you can have a look at this. What would it look like on a tablet? And what would it look like on a mobile? So most of these, all of these templates that are in here, again, if I go to fashion, for example, or even consulting, let's go here, and I choose a different one, I go view. You'll see that you can flick through the different, the different platforms that we have. So I could go to, scroll down, have a look at it, look at what it's going to look like, and then have a look at what it would look like on tablet or phone view, I should say. All right. And then if I wanted to start with this theme, I just click on start with this theme. So I'm simply going to choose one for today. So let's just grab this Hive one. All right. So I'm going to view it. And then I'm going to click on the start with this theme. And I'm just going to put in here demo for today. Now, the cool thing about this too is that once you've got your brand colors and your logo, you can upload those into here. So you put in your main brand color. For today, I'm just going to keep it black. And then you would also upload your brand logo. So then I'm going to click on go to my site. And what this is going to do is it's going to actually create your website right now. So like I said, with some other platforms that are out there, they don't give you the ability to be able to create your website and your funnels and a booking system or a calendar, plus emails and automation all in the one place. You just can't get that. You usually have to integrate a number of different things to make all of this work. So as you can see, we've got the basic template now uploaded. Now let's say I wanted to upload my brand colors. So what I would do here is, and this is kind of cool because it means that once I upload my brand colors, it's going to run the brand across all of the pages in my website and all of the respective funnels that are within that same project. So I come over here to the little paintbrush and it says global styling. So I can come here to color palette and I could simply choose a new color palette. So just for kicks, I'm just going to click on some of these and just choose a completely different color palette. So I'll just choose some different colors. This might not look very pretty, guys, but you'll get the gist of what I'm talking about here. Okay, so let's just run with those colors for now. And you can see if I confirm, that's now changed the colors on this on this website now. So there might be some imagery and things on here. So this is actually an image. So you'd need to create a new image to put that in there. But in the main, it has changed all of those. And then once I've set the color palette, then I'll be able to click here, for example, and I can go to my text color and you can see that I've got my global colors are now sitting at the top there. So really simply, I could change the look and feel of this website really fast simply by clicking and changing the colors. Okay, so once I've got that set and I have also uploaded my text styling. So again, you can change the text on the page. So again, if I wanted to come here, in fact, I'll go back, I'll go to my fonts. I'll upload a font. If I've got a custom font, I can upload that into here. And then I'm going to come over here to my text styling. Now you can see that I've got the desktop and I have a mobile view. So I'm just going to disregard that for a second. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and I can flick between the two. So I can have different fonts on my website as opposed to my mobile view. So if you want to make customizations to that, you absolutely can. And those fonts will run across, again, every website and every funnel within this particular project. So it makes it really, really simple to grab one of the templates and customize it to your liking based on your own color palette and your own fonts that you have for your particular brand. Okay, once I've done that, I then can come up here to pages. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that in this particular template, I've got my homepage, contacts, so on and so forth. But this also has the functionality of a blog. So again, unlike some other platforms out there, they don't have the blog already built into the system. This one does. So I could just click on here and go to my blog, and I could actually upload my blogs into the blog builder itself. Okay, and then I can turn that live. Now, the other thing that that we can look at in here, so if I go back to the pages and I go back to pages here, you can also see that I've got a portfolio, I've got store, and then you can see these are funnels. So if I head on over here to this little, looks like a funnel, I've got a couple of funnels also attached to this particular website. And this website here that I'm showing you today is one that we would use if you were doing your own show or you were, say, a podcaster, because then you're able to set up things like your speaker's kit, right? So I can come in here, again, all in the template, and upload all of your details as to who you are as a speaker. And then you could come here and you could actually set up your entire media kit on the platform itself. So you can see that here. Okay, the next thing that you're probably interested in with this particular platform is what else does it have? So if I head up here, I've got the builder at the top, which is the actual website funnel builder and our blog system. Then I come here to store. Now, inside of the store, the usability platform will cater for, just have a look at store products. It'll actually cater for a physical product, any digital product, a one-to-one type service. So let's say you're a hairdresser or or a barber or something like that. You could actually set up a physical service, and then also memberships. For those of you that are out there that are creating your own, membership sites, this will actually utilize, you can set up all of your programs using the usability system. So makes it really, really super simple to keep everything all contained. So I've just got a few people, actually, I'm just seeing a whole lot of comments coming through here. This platform, Kirsty's saying, this platform is fantastic. Having everything in one place is the ideal solution to taking imperfect action and moving forward fast. Absolutely. That's exactly what we want to do with this particular system. Utilizing usability, it does make you give you the power to be able to move at pace. What's somebody else saying here? Great information, Tracy. Cheers, Carla. Anchor, scaffolding, rigging, and edge protection. These guys are also users of usability. So thanks very much for being a customer of the system. You guys that are on here now that are actually interested in and have been using usability, hang around, because I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that is contained within the new updates. So like I said, anything to do with physical product, digital product, services, or memberships, you can do that all inside of this one platform. The other is here. If we head on up to contacts is your CRM. So you're able to collect a database, create a database inside of here. And as you can see, as I've gone to the CRM, whenever I move around, you're going to have these little videos pop up that are like video tutorials that will actually show you what to do and get you familiar with the particular section that you're going to, making it one of those opportunities for you to go really, really quickly. So you're not trying to figure out what the heck do I do with the system. You watch the quick start video and then off you go. Okay, so I can add all of my contacts in here and also manage all of the members inside of any of my programs over here on the left-hand side under members. The other thing a beautiful thing about this particular program is it has the option of you being able to have a booking system right there inside of your usability system. So for example, again, if I were a hairdresser or even if I'm a coach or consultant, I can just set up a new booking event. So if I clicked here This saves me having to have something like Acuity Scheduler or Calendly or, Time Trade or any of those other systems that you would normally have to integrate with your website or funnel hosting system. This is all inside of Usability. So for example, I could just put in here, let's just call it Discovery Call. I could pop in here the description. So I'm just going to put in here test for now. Location, it might be Zoom, for example. I could put something like, here we go. If I just put, say there, that link in, and then I want to send an email to the client so that they also receive an email when they've made their booking. And then I'm going to go next. Then I'm going to add an operator. So I would add myself in, for example. So just pop some details in here, and then I'll just put in here me. And then I can upload an image if I so wish to. So I could go and grab, upload a file, I'd go and find my headshot, just go cancel for now. And that would upload an image in here. And then I can change the color of the operator. And if I want to, I can also connect this with my Google Calendar so that you're going to also see any appointments come through sitting on your Google Calendar, which is a great thing to also do. Then I'm going to go save. Then I'm going to click on next. And I'm going to choose the booking type. So you can do a one-to-one booking with a single attendee, or you could actually do a group and have multiple attendees attend. And then again, you're going to choose the duration. So I'll just leave this for today at 15 minutes. And then I can select, how far into the future do I want to make myself available. So if I said for the next 2 weeks, and then I can choose what days of the week I would be available for the discovery call, and I can exclude days, or I can exclude days, or I can add days and put in, times, etc. So I would choose a day, Monday from 9 till 5, and then availability increments. And you just basically follow your nose. It's not that difficult, this particular system. Then go next. Right inside of my calendar, I can also have any questions that I want to ask somebody before they book. So if I wanted to create a form, I can do that right inside of the calendar and booking system. All right, so I would just click on Edit and click on the plus button, and then I wanted some text area, for example, and I would put my message in here. What would you like to talk about? Here we go. And then click on save. And I'll go next. And then I can put a message in my header. I'm just going to put here today. Let's just do this for the moment. So some words in there. And if I want to, I can add a call to action. So I could add in a call to action button here. So here we go. We'll do something like that. Become a friend of Tracy's. And then I'll put my Facebook profile link in there so that people can go and become a friend of mine on Facebook. We'll just go next. And that has now created let's close that. We need an operator. Let's do this. We'll add that in. There we go. See, how cool was that? If you make a little boo-boo, you forget something, it's going to give you a little warning. So I'm just going to save that for now. Okay, and that booking system is now created. And then once I go back to the builder, if I wanted to add a booking page inside of my website, all I would need to do is come up here. I'm going to click on add. I'm going to go to page. I'm just going to choose, for the sake of this, I'm just going to choose, let's say, I'll just do an empty page for the moment. And I'll just call this booking and add. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here to my widgets. And I'm going to grab this booking, and you'll see how simple it is. I'm just going to drag it. So all my widgets are in this plus button, and I'm just going to drag what I want and just pop it onto the page. And the drop zone will be indicated by the yellow line. So now it's going to drop that on there, and I can choose what booking calendar I want, which was with the discovery call that I just created. And you can customize it to your liking here, and you can also add tags if you so wish. But there we go. If I then save, and I'll now go preview, you'll see that booking is now embedded directly onto my website. Right, so I could add that on there really, really simply and easily. So how cool is that? What do you guys think of the booking system being like directly inside of the website itself? Let me know what you guys think of that. And for those of you that are here right now that are already existing customers of Usability, if you've got any questions, just type them into the chat box and the comment section on Facebook and also on YouTube, and I'll be sure to like answer them now, and I can actually show you some stuff if you've got any particular questions about anything. Okay, so that's the appointment side of things. This is where things start getting a little bit interesting. So there's a couple of new updates. I'm going to go over here to add a widget and let me find it. So you've got all sorts of things in here: headings, containers, accordions, progress bars, your different menus, adding in forms, checkouts, you name it, it's all in here. A couple of other things that are really interesting here. You notice that when I came in and I chose the template, that there was one there for churches, and this is something that a lot of churches use, is this donation piece. So you can actually request or take donations directly from your site using the little donation tab there. And also you can add in maps. You can use the search function, which is great for those of you that have got membership areas. Like I mentioned, we've got blog, countdown timers, and then also the embed code where you can embed anything, any other third-party application you can usually embed on here using the embed code. And then you can also add audio directly onto the website hosted through Usability. So can't do video just yet, but audio, if you've got any, any audio courses, which I've created for a lot of customers, you can just simply use the audio widget and drop that onto the page like so. Again, indicated by the little yellow line. And then I could put in here the name. Let's just choose that for now. The artist, which would be me. And then I would just go and select the file, the audio file, so an MP3 version, and then I would be able to add that to the site. So that's kind of a really cool feature too. Okay, let's head on over here. Let's go to emails and automations. This is brand spanking new, came out last night. Super, super excited that we now have the ability to be able to do email marketing and email automations directly inside of Usability. So if I head on over here to emails, and the great thing is, those of you who are existing members of Usability, you're probably going, how much is this going to cost me? How much extra is it? Guess what? Awesome news. All included inside of the existing plan that you already have. So there is no additional price that you need to pay. I know, yay, it's such a super, Robin's saying here, such a super upgrade. It absolutely is. So that's already included, and the team now is working on a bunch more templates that you guys will also be able to use. So you can head on over here to the blast email campaigns for subscribers, and it's simple. You can see down the left-hand side here, you've got campaigns, you've got automations, you've got lists, you've got subscribers, the email templates, and I'm going to probably take you here first just so you can see what's available inside of there. But there's all sorts of different templates. And again, if you come over here to the right-hand side and you click on all, you can then narrow it down. So let's say, for example, it was, I don't know, an appointment. You were sending out a hairdresser, for example, or a hairdresser, and you wanted to send out an appointment reminder. Well, you could do that directly through here, and there's already a template available for you guys to be able to use. Let's say you were in the e-commerce space. Again, you could put your products in here and send out a email blast to your customers directly from the Usability system. Webinars and events, well, they're already set up in here too. So I'm just going to choose one of these and just show you. So we'll grab this campaign. All right, so let's have a look at it. You'd pop your logo. You'd obviously customize this to your brand. And then I'm going to start campaign. And again, I'll pop in here demo. Go next. And you can either build a regular campaign, so just send a regular email to your subscribers, or you could actually set up an A/B test. So you could set up two different styles of email and then test which one has the highest conversion rate, and then use that one as your become your regular template, your regular email. Okay, so let's just choose a regular campaign. And there we go. So now we're into the email itself. Again, all of this is customizable. So if I wanted to change out that logo at the top there, which I absolutely would want to do, you can just come over here and choose the new image. So I'd click here, upload the file into, I usually create something like this. I would create logos. So I'd actually create a folder. This is another beautiful thing about the system, is that you can actually create folders inside of your file manager, so you know where you've put things. So if you're a coach or a consultant and you are building out membership sites, this is super, super handy. You're not actually putting all of your imagery and all of your materials in one folder. You can split them out, categorize them. For example, you could have module 1 has its own folder, module 2 has its own folder, so on and so forth. So you can set up your own, convention, a filing convention sitting right inside of Usability. So I would add an image inside of there, inside of the logos file. I won't do it now, but that would then change that logo. And then of course you can change everything else that's on here. Your buttons, you might want to hook that up to go to StreamYard or even to Zoom, so that people can register for your webinar, put in all of your details, so on and so forth. So you can see how simple this is. The next thing you're going to do, so you're in design right now, we're then going to go to recipients. We're going to choose what list we're going to send it to, and then it will give you, I haven't done any of that yet, so let's just choose default list. We'll go next. Then you can put in your subject, the to and from, who you want it to reply to, and then you can send a test email and then actually send the email itself. And once you get to the send section, won't let me do it because I need to add some more detail in. But again, you get the general gist of how this works. So let's just get out of here. Let's go save and exit. The next thing that you've got on the email and automations is automations. And this is kind of cool too. So you can create your own flows. So you can see, I can go to all automations and I would just simply click on create an automation. Again, I'm going to call this demo and submit. And then I can start adding what I want to have happen in the actual automation. So for example, somebody joins my email list today. I then want to send them I want to send them an email after a set period of time. So I might say I want to delay the next sort of email. I want to delay it with an amount of time, or even delay it until an exact time, or delay it until a condition is met. So in this case, I'm just going to delay it with a specific amount of time. I'm going to say I want it to be 1 day. So 1 day after they join the list, I then want to send them something else. So I now come here. I want to send them an email. And I'm going to pop in, I would set up the email itself. So let's just put in here, test from Tracy, email. I'll pop that one in, and then I just go start building the email. And then that's going to enable me to come to the templates list and I start creating my email. And like you can see here, you can start from complete scratch if you want to. So I'm just going to go save so we can get out of here. Okay, but you can see that you can start to customize the entire automation based on exactly what you want to have happen and when. And you can make these as short or as long as you want them to be. So I'm just going to click on this button again so you can see all the different automations that are available. So you've got if and else conditions, split testing, you've got targets, which are these two things are coming soon. You've got the ability to be able to send an email, add a tag, remove a tag. There's a whole bunch of different functions or requests that you can ask the system to do for you. The other cool thing about this is that when you're setting up your automations, you can also use this here, which is set a goal. So whenever we're creating any type of marketing, we have a goal in mind, and that goal might be that you want somebody to purchase something or you want them to take a particular action. They might take that, your automation might be 25 steps, but you actually have a goal within that 25 steps for them to take action on something. That goal might sit at trigger number 7. And if that's the case, what will happen when you set the goal is if the person takes the action on step number 7, then they don't need to go any further along in the automation because they've already taken the action and the goal has already been met. So that's a really cool, cool function that we have inside of the usability system. Then you've also got analytics and goals, so you can start testing and measuring everything right inside of the analytics inside of usability itself. So I just wanted to show you guys today some of the cool stuff that you can do directly inside of usability. And for me, this is like the hub of our business. This is where a lot of the stuff goes on. Anything new that we have that we're bringing out to customers, we launch all of our new products using this, the usability system. It is the provider of our websites, our funnels, our membership areas, all of our e-commerce that we sell, our books that we have, we sell and we have them all on the usability platform. It's our CRM. It's also our booking system. And it's now, as of yesterday, our email marketing system as well. The other cool thing that I wanted to show you guys, and this is a fairly recent thing too, is that we have just recently been approved as an integration partner with Integrately. Now, what does that mean? You might find that there are some systems that you guys use that are not contained inside of usability, but you want the system to talk with another system. Well, our partnership now with Integrately means that you're able to do about 17,658 ready to use one-click automations are all ready to go. So if you come back to the usability.com website and you click on integrations, you'll see that right from our website, you're able to just find the different automations that you want to use and then be able to integrate those immediately. So if I said usability and I wanted it to go to ShipStation, for example, there we go. It's right there inside of, right there on our website, and you'd be able to use this particular integration straight away. So what they're saying is that when an order is added in ShipStation, go and create a contact inside of usability. And if the automation that you were looking for wasn't there, well, you could go and create your own. So again, those are just right inside of the usability platform, ready for you guys to use. So let me tell you, it's mind-blowing. I know Robin Helm, she's saying, whoa, that's mind-boggling that there's so much capability with the system now. It's amazing, and we just keep getting better and better and better. So thanks very much. I can see Kirsty Johnson has made some comments and remarks here. Thanks very much for being here, Joanne. And then also, what do we got here? Fuge Hand is saying, yes, usability. She can't wait for Lulu Beauty to move to this platform. Thank you very much. So I'm looking forward to seeing her products on the usability platform too. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I wanted to share that with you. It is hot off the press, brand spanking new, the email and automation system. So I'm pretty excited to be able to share that with you guys. And I can't wait for you guys to get stuck in and start using it. And as you may have seen before, you're probably wondering, what if I get stuck on anything? What do I do? Down the bottom here, really, really easy. We've got a library full of a whole lot of, help guides and how-tos. And of course, if you get stuck on anything else, you're more than welcome to reach out to me and I will be happy to help you with it. So what do? If you want to go and sign up and start playing around with usability and you want to claim the 14-day free trial, well, you just head on over to www.usability.com. Usability spelt YOUZABILITY, and then use the discount code UNLOCKED at the checkout, and that will give you a discount on the yearly plans and also the monthly plans for usability. So go check it out. Let me know what you think of it, and come back and tell me what have you got going, and share your newly built websites and funnels with me, and I'll you just never know. You might get a promo on the show and also inside of our usability private Facebook group. So anyhow, guys, thanks very much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure to be here with you guys again for another episode of Unlocked. And I wanted to unlock the vault on what it is that we actually use inside of Metadime, for Tracy and Wilson, for all of the for Business Beyond 5, all of the different businesses that I run and operate. They are all using the Usability platform, and we absolutely love it. But like I said, full disclaimer, I should love it because I own that platform. So anyway, guys, have a fantastic rest of the week. I will be back again on Friday with another episode of Unlocked. Probably won't be a walkthrough of anything in particular. I probably have some little goodie to give away to you guys. So be sure to tune back in, and I'll see you guys then. But for now, have a fantastic rest of the week, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.